it dawned on me, right? Because I'm never really at any of the other shows. Come to fair to say, I go home. I saw 6 and I saw him at the Ace Boys thing, and it dawned on me. This little nigga be at all the shows. I thought he had some sort of affinity for us, love for us.
No.
This nigga don't give a fuck.
This is his least favorite gig.
I didn't even realize. I mean,
I'm an employee, nigga. I fucking work here.
That's another thing, because Apollo's calling niggas employees and shit. I don't be looking at myself like an employee.
I'm an employee.
I guess I am.
Nigga, you work for a company.
Gives a fuck. Who cares?
That label is so corny.
That car's getting broken to over there. They in the ghetto.
Aren't you an employee of Suburban?
Yeah, it's just until somebody says it, you don't really think about it.
It's only in our community that term is considered derogatory.
Disrespectful, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like it's looked down upon to have a job. Like you're supposed to be just a
Meanwhile,
where was you 2-3 years ago?
What do you mean?
To say that.
The what?
To say that employee is not a slur.
Well, because not a lot of people think like me. We see
You
that.
said
People give me that shit.
It's not a slur. No.
Well, because man, you got to be an elevated mindset at some point to know that, like, to not take things to heart and look at the underlying context of them. Like, an employee, people think like that's degrading to say that you have a job, to have an income, because for years it was painted like, don't tell nobody you got a job, don't work, hide your job, show everything else except where you work. And I think that's dumb. It actually fucks up society even more, because you're not putting the positivity out there about how okay it is to have a job.
The president is an employee.
I don't think it's
to me there's no negative connotation. To me, it's something wrong with being unemployed or not having a hustle, not having an income. It's nothing wrong with being an employee. I'm sure I've said that word way too many times today, so I'll leave it at that.
So when you said it, you didn't have any negative underlying. We don't have to get back into it.
As I've explained it multiple times, I did not at all have
you're
any
lying.
malice.
The thing is, it's not about.
I'm lying?
It's not. Yes, you are. It's not literally
in what
like.
regard am I lying?
Hold on.
Okay.
It's not literally when someone says that to you. At least how I look at it. They're not really saying you're an employee of court. Most people on earth are employees. What they're really trying to say is, nigga, you're not a boss.
Degrade your position.
Yes, you're not a boss. That is what you really mean by that.
That's not what I meant. Maybe that's how you feel about it, but that's not what I meant. Because I was a Ear Milk employee before I said that to T-Rail and AD on No Jumper. So I had been coming from being
you did not have,
the full sentence I said was, I did not, and this is a factual statement that no one can argue. Let me repeat it. I did not come here for corporate consulting.
Which, that's
from
fine.
Employees.
It was meant to be derogatory, though.
No, it wasn't.
You on that Apollo shit. You on that Apollo shit. You throwing rocks, hiding your hand. Don't do that.
It was not meant to be an insult. It was not. I would just admit it. I would just say, I
Dejon,
meant to hurt your feelings.
What are you saying right now?
I did not say it for that reason. I didn't.
Look, we don't need to bring that back up and reopen up the old wound.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just for the sake of we know they moved past, there's no reason to bring it back. Bring it back around. Dejon's good where he at now. Obviously, they made peace with that. So, but I think Scotty was just trying to get to the underlying thing of like, was there negative connotation behind it? Because people,
I think what was said to me was negative, and then I put up a boundary in that moment. I put up a boundary for myself.
So it was a defense mechanism.
I put up a boundary as moving forward.
Gotcha. I
don't want any employee at this table to tell me how to run a Dan and Lay magazine because you just said I need to do a Dan and Lay podcast I need to do a Dan and Lay podcast when I had been doing that for 2 years at that point. So I wasn't trying to insult anyone. I was putting up a boundary to move forward. Don't hurt. It was like defense, like you said.
You are so slimy, bro. it's incredible, bro. You're very goddamn.
You feel like I'm good, but I know my heart. I know my intentions. Shout out to T-Rail and AD.
So wait, when we even landed into that was about the employee thing, about the sentiment of like people saying having a job is a bad thing.
Well, Paulo called all of us employees.
That's what's up.
But when?
On the show today.
On this show today, when they were reacting to
like a couple hours ago.
Clip or our clip.
Who are they talking to?
All of us.
In that regard, I guess I didn't watch everything. I saw the.
We all got called some derogatory words, and then we all got called employees.
All I saw on Yaz's page, Yaz posted a clip saying that they replied to what I had said on last episode. And it begins with MacWap saying, what did we do to Dejon? What did we say to Dejon? And so from there, you lack accountability. It's really nothing else I have to say other than what I said. I'll repeat what I said last episode.
You don't have to do that.
I don't have an update because I put the clip in the group chat. Y'all saw what they said. MacWap said, I'm over here trying to get fucked, which is crazy to say. Him and King both implied that I showed the text messages so that I could fuck T-Rail, which is crazily inappropriate. And so I said, I talked about that gay homie. You talked about the gay person at FMW. I talked about the gay person at TDE because y'all work at TDE.
We were
you
talking.
feel- go
Do you
ahead.
feel it's fair though? Because they talked about you and you talked about someone else.
It's so unfair. Now what? It's so
See,
unfair.
I don't even think it's about
I'm so wrong.
What's up, guys? Join the millions of fans that played on Underdog last year. With their pick'em game, you can win money by making sports picks. It's time to turn those takes into cash by going higher or lower on player stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and much more. You can win up to 1,000 times your money. Sign up now and deposit using promo code FMW to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and free picks.
100% in the wrong. Now what?
No, okay. I'm gonna let you. You're entitled to feel how you feel, but let me ask you the.
Sometimes you gotta tell a nigga he can't feel how he want to feel.
No,
But keep
I'm
going.
gonna let it. You can't do that though.
You
He's
can't. But
entitled to
keep
feel
going.
how he want, whether he's right or wrong.
Yeah, go.
Say
Everybody-
I'm wrong. Let's say I'm 100% wrong.
But no.
Now what?
But let me just ask you: do you think that
Grow.
in this space that there is a line where you there's a teeter line of sensitivity where it's like some things are deemed joke, and then some people don't know how far a joke is, and then maybe it wasn't meant to offend you because obviously when they said it, they invited you over afterwards.
No, they said that after I had been over there. They
Oh,
said
you had
that
already been there.
I've been there a
okay.
few weeks ago.
Correction.
Last week, that clip
Correction,
came out,
okay.
and they said that. And if I hit you and you stab me, I can't say, "Oh, I only hit you with X, Y, Z."
No, I see you.
It is what it is. Also,
Do you feel like you overreacted to it though?
no,
A little,
I feel like
even in retrospect.
I feel like I underreacted. I feel like I could have said much more.
But
I feel like,
vicious
I don't feel like they
things.
said it in a
Because-
vicious way, and that was my only thing I took. Like, you're entitled to respond how you want, and what you said
I'm
was cool.
over here to get
but
fucked.
I don't feel like it was.
Okay,
But
so
you've
you
also,
over here to get fucked?
but you've
No, no,
also,
no,
you've
I get
also,
you. I
you've also
understand you.
named two. Well, you haven't named Brick Baby, but you also said Flacco was trying to do that to you.
You want me to play the clips? Brick
But
said
I'm
what
saying
he
if
said.
you
Flacco said what he said on camera.
If you invite that energy, are they that wrong for?
No, they said I'm over here trying to get fucked. They didn't say somebody over here trying to fuck me. They said I'm over here trying to get fucked. And what evidence
But once
do
you
have
lob
of
it in
me?
the air, it's kind of like
Give me okay. When did I lob that I'm sexually attracted to anybody on this platform?
there's been
So
work.
that's-
When did I lob that I'm sexually attracted to anyone over here?
So what he's saying is the gay jokes are okay, but once you insinuate a sexual want or actual sexual act, that's when he crossed the line, and that's what I was trying to find out. Like,
So the gay
where
jokes
is the
are okay?
line? He doesn't.
No,
I don't think none of this
I don't need you to
okay.
speak- I don't need you to speak.
Go
for
ahead.
me.
Go ahead.
When you tell a joke, the person receiving the joke can accept it and laugh, or sometimes when you tell a joke, the person might get offended and say something back that's even funnier to them. And that's what I did. I handled it how I wanted to handle it. I said what I wanted to say.
No, I'm not-
and
I'm not
again,
pick and
I'll
choose.
sit
No
here
one's
and I'll
dis-
say it again,
No
and
one's
I'll say it again, and
no,
I'll say
I'm
it
not
again.
disputing that, Dejon. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
And whatever. I said what I said. Fuck it. Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
that's how I feel.
But when are we gonna be able to break down different layers of me and you are in a spat, and then all of a sudden I'm talking about you, and then you be like, "Well, nigga, fuck your mama." At what point do you, as a person, say, "Okay, maybe I shouldn't"? Like, what point?
At no point. At no point do I. If this used to happen to me all the time, a student would come into class or whatnot and be like, "Oh, you fat, you gay, da da," and I'd be like, "Well, I heard your mama was out there selling pussy on Century." Don't start with me. I wouldn't have said it. I don't ever walk in class. I heard your mama was out there selling pussy on Century. But if you say something to me, I'm gonna say, if I feel like it, I'm gonna say something worse back to you. That's how I am.
Right.
Otherwise, you could just leave Dejon the fuck alone. Is it impossible to not make gay or inappropriate jokes about Dejon? Is it physically impossible?
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Where is the line draw just for the sake of everybody who's engaging with you? Everybody doesn't want to, I'm sure most people over here don't want to offend you, but if the table is open or if the universe is open for
Yeah.
jokes back and forth, that's just going to make people not want to joke or have fun at all because they don't know how sensitive you're going to be or how you're going to take something that, whether you felt like it was over the line or over the top or not, maybe they didn't feel that way. So maybe the approach is where people are like now, like, how do I approach Dejon with jokes or comments if we don't know what is okay and what is considered sensitive?
I know
when
his
he,
answer.
When he jokes about himself about these things and everybody just plays
I
into
make
it.
jokes about wanting to fuck people. that I
No,
work
not
with.
that far. And I agree, bro. You're trying to make it seem like I'm painting in a bad
You're
way. I agree.
Yeah.
I see where the line was crossed for you. I get it. Versus other little gay jokes or things like that.
Yeah,
I get it. But people, I just think the biggest thing is where does the line draw with your level of like when you're offended or sensitive about a certain thing?
I don't have a written handbook or written constitution. I'm not going to walk around with signage on me in regards to exactly how to speak to me. If you say something to me and I want to respond to it, that's what it's going to be.
I get it.
How about that?
It's based on how you feel.
It's a risk.
It's based on how you
Can
feel.
I finish? I'll get to you. It's a risk when you say things to people. They might say something back.
Got you.
So every time you crack a joke, you're taking a risk. Every time I crack a joke, I'm taking a risk. I might say something to you, you might say something back, and I can't cry when you say something back.
When you make a joke on me, I'd like to think that I'm moving on principle more than I am moving on
to jokes.
because
Lord have mercy. Where's the education for that? I didn't go to comedy school. Where's the principles and guidelines for jokes? If you say something that I want to respond to, I'm going to respond to it. You might say something I might laugh. You might say something I might chuckle. You might say something I might curse you out. You might say something I might say.
But if they're homies,
joke.
you shouldn't expect them to come from. Like I don't know how close you guys were
I
before that.
met some of them gentlemen one time.
Okay, so I understand that. So no, you don't have to be defensive. I'm low key on your side. I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to see the standpoint of like how if I was them and I was making a joke because everybody jokes about everybody across these platforms, whether it's a slight one or not. But
yeah,
how are people supposed to like know what's gonna really upset you?
Or
Like when you joke,
or you can just not say the joke.
Let me ask you this.
It is possible to not say.
I just want to know one thing.
not supposed to
I just
get
want to know one thing.
Is it not possible to not say gay joke? Like it's constitutional. Like you have to say a gay joke. If you say a gay joke, you might get a negative reaction.
I just
want
want to ask this one question.
Is that out the realm of possibility?
No, it's not.
Is that out the realm of possibility that if you say a gay joke to a gay person, they may not respond?
You keep arguing the point of your response. No one's saying that you can't respond, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What I want
right.
This is probably my last question. It probably won't be my last question, but relating it to a punch, right?
Okay.
Is it fair to say that they slapped you upside the head and you hit them in their mouth? Is it fair to say that?
Thank you. I'm so
But that's
proud
what
of
he said
myself.
he wants to do.
Thank you. I'm so proud of
Once
that.
you hit me, there's
Thank
no-
you. That's the
and-
best
and-
compliment I got all that. Thank you.
Great. And my question is, if somebody slaps you in the back,
I'm gonna do that whenever
someone taps you in the back of the head, like nigga, you stupid. You think it's like it's up. If I want to hit you in the mouth, I'm hitting you in the mouth, and it is what it is.
You cannot control the reaction to disrespect.
It's not about what you control. It's about what is okay.
It's on me.
And what's too far.
What happened first? Did my clip come out first?
So
or did
no
what they
reaction
said
is too
happen
far.
First?
No reaction is too
Address
far.
what they said first, then talk to me. Get into chronological order.
But we're
of what
past
happened.
that. Now it's about
Okay. Since we're past it, is there a way that could have been where you hit him and be like, oh, that's not cool, instead of throwing a shot back? Or that to you, that's not.
I loved the way I handled it. I wish I had it printed out so I could read it again and again. I want to steep myself in what I said and become it and repeat it every day like an affirmation when I wake up in the morning. I love it that much, and I'm so proud of myself. Thank you, Dejon. Great job,
but you don't think
Dejon, for standing up for yourself and saying something back.
So what if AD is beefing with somebody and then you catch a straight? You think that's fair?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Do you think that's a good way to go about life?
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. How about people stop with all the excessive gay jokes and then you won't hear me
I'm finna take you to therapy.
back? But you're not gonna take them to therapy for cracking the jokes.
You're coming from
But you're not gonna take them to therapy for cracking the jokes. You're gonna take me to therapy for I respond to the jokes.
Dejon, because quite frankly,
I thought what I said was hilarious.
Quite frankly,
I thought I could.
Quite frankly,
I know I could.
You're in front of me right now, and we're dealing with accountability. They have a side in it as well, but I'm talking to you, and we're talking about accountability on your side.
What I said back, I never apologize for what I say back. I never apologize for.
It's not about
my response.
apologizing, because again, we're not saying you're I'm not saying you're wrong.
Said it, so I'm taking accountability. I said it, and I just said I'll say it 10,000 more times. So I'm taking accountability for what I said. I said it. I'm not like them saying, "What did I say to Dejon? What did we say to Dejon?" Even though it's on camera.
You're not taking accountability. You're admitting that you said it. Taking accountability would be admitting like, "Yo, they barely tapped me, and I hit them maybe a little too hard." To me, that would be accountability.
I could have hit harder.
I would hit this.
I could have hit harder. I could have said a few more.
Did they hit it? Hey, pass that when
I could have
you're
said
done.
a few more vicious things in response.
I mean, you're entitled. Again, I'm not here to judge how
If
you
I had to
responded.
grade my response, 98%.
Okay, but look.
And I would say too. I'm not going to. I'm just giving you a little pushback.
Let's wrap this up.
I could have teamed in there.
Let's wrap this up. He stands on what he
Wouldn't
stands
go
for.
harder. What else you got to say about it?
No, he's entitled to
let him go harder.
I'm starting with my A.
I feel like the only thing I feel like is the embellishment that he's doing on it now is like the extras. He's standing on it, but he's embellishing it heavy. I don't think because the flack that he's getting from it is making you respond a little bit more condescendingly or more like I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna stand on it, but.
They said you owe that man an apology.
In closing, and I won't be doing that. In closing, this is something that I've been dealing with my whole life.
But that does not make it
Excuse
okay
me.
to take
Excuse
that out
me.
on another man.
Why would you bring it up to me? Did I bring it up to him or did he bring
Isaiah
it up to me?
Rashad didn't do nothing to you. That's my point.
I got it there. I pointed out that they have a gay homie. So watch how you talk about gay people because you have a gay homie. And I'm never going to
So
apologize
your
for that.
standpoint is that he shouldn't have threw in his name. Other than
Gang.
that, he did what he did okay then, right?
What? What you mean?
If he would have never threw in Isaiah Rashad's name, then he would have never had a flack of what
Did
he
I
said.
lie? Where did I lie at?
It's not about not lying,
Where did I
bro.
lie at? Did I lie? Answer my question.
It's not about not lying.
Did I lie?
It's not about that.
All right.
Okay, look, so we're not gonna come to a resolution. At this
At all.
point, it's not even really about a resolution. He's entitled to feel how he feel. I don't have no way about it. He said what he said. They said what
Love
they said.
it. Love what I said. Love it.
What about that boy Mama who had,
Come on, man. Let's just move past it. It don't matter. We're not gonna get nowhere. Let's move into the do we care.